So a while back, I was scrolling down my Facebook feed, and I saw a meme of a fake McDonald's ad on a billboard, and it reads, "If you're gonna shoot heroin in our bathroom, at least buy a McDouble." Now, yeah, I found this meme quite humorous, especially considering I've worked at a McDonald's that required a panic button necklace, so I saw the humor in it. But I see one fundamental flaw with this meme. You see, the joke mentions having a McDouble, but in all actuality, that sandwich is a daily double, not a McDouble. So, to the maker of this meme, you just got McSchooled. Oh god, I can't believe I just said that. Welcome back to Save for My Feed, a show where I share things that I've accumulated on my Facebook feed that I either find funny or interesting. The first thing I want to share with you today, in my opinion, doesn't usually go with the words funny or interesting, and that's a BuzzFeed article. More specifically, a BuzzFeed quiz, which we all know those are just top quality. But I saved this a while back when Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out. I really enjoyed that movie. And this BuzzFeed quiz is called, "Can You Survive a Day as Spider-Man?" So the version of me in the past that saved this article must have really genuinely wanted to know if he could survive a day as Spider-Man. And for whatever reason also thought that a BuzzFeed quiz could give him that answer. So to give him the justice he deserves, I'm going to go ahead and take this, and we'll see how I do. Here's the deal. You wake up one morning as a typical middle school student who just happens to have super Spidey powers. Looks like you're Brooklyn's new vigilante. Can you survive the day and protect your city? Now that you're a superhero, you need a Spidey suit. Pick your colors. Either blue and red and black, pink and white, or black and white. You know, I think I'm probably going to pick black and white. The classic Spidey suit's amazing, and so is Miles Morales's, but the black and white just... It works with me. You're on your way to school when your spider sense starts tingling. A taxi's headed right at you. What do? Stop it with your super strength, outrun it with super speed, or web sling to safety? So I'm not quite sure who wrote this article, but web slinging isn't actually one of Spider-Man's powers. He made mechanical web shooters. So if I just woke up with these powers, I don't think that's really a realistic option for me. My other two options are stopping it with your super strength or outrunning it with super speed. Well, if I stop the taxi with super strength, I will for sure give whoever's driving that taxi, who just makes not enough money, extreme whiplash from the collision. So that's not a good idea. So I'm gonna pick outrun it with super speed. I love how I gave this quiz just a bunch of shit like a second ago, but I'm actually taking it extremely seriously. Close one. A strange man runs up to you and tells you that he's a Spider-Man too. Do you trust him? Sure, he's got the suit. Or no way. No way. Okay, somehow I failed the quiz with that answer. Oops, try again. Well, the man you just decided to snub is none other than Peter Parker. He was going to train you to master all your Spidey powers, and you def can't save the city without him as your mentor. Okay, but I'm not trying to save the city. The whole point of the article was to survive a day as Spider-Man. Honestly, if I just keep a low profile, I should be fine, objectively speaking. But you know what? I'm gonna re-answer that question the way that it wants to be answered, and we'll see where it goes from there. Whoa! He's not just any Spider-Man, he's Peter Parker, and he offers to help you master your spider powers. You decide to get to know your mentor, begin training, or go to school. This is too much. Well, realistically, my answer would be go to school. This is too much, because I'm trying to survive, and fighting supervillains is a pretty good way to die, in my opinion. So I guess I'm just gonna go with one of the other ones. I'm gonna click begin training. Practice makes perfect, but in the middle of training, the Green Goblin flies in and grabs Peter. Rude. Who even wrote this article? The little girl from Full House? My options are shoot web to tie up the Goblin's arms, go invisible for a sneak attack, or run. Peter can handle it. Well, if he's the original Spider-Man, I would assume he could, but whatever. Shoot web to tie up the Goblin's arms. Nice shot. He drops Peter, and you follow the Green Goblin to Kingpin's lair. They have a machine that's going to destroy Brooklyn. How do you save the day? Distract Kingpin while Peter grabs the machine, fight Kingpin with your super strength, or turn invisible and steal the machine. I'm gonna go ahead and distract Kingpin, not fight him, because he's like 600 pounds. Congrats, you did it! You learned how to successfully use your spider powers and took down Kingpin. Thanks to your determination, bravery, and quick wit, you not only survived the day, you saved it. Yet again, not what this quiz said it would be. So if you've used social media in like the last month, you've probably seen something called the trash bag challenge. Basically, the whole shtick of it is you get a person, I've seen everyone from giant adults to children who are being pressured by their parents for internet fame. Basically, you put a person in a large black trash bag with their knees to their chest, and you make the hole at the neck very small, you stick a vacuum cleaner in, and you suck all the air out, and basically vacuum seal these people in trash bags. I've seen so many of them, and the general consensus is that it's really funny to watch. So I thought to myself, why don't I also try this? But then I'm also an adult with a functioning brain, so I also thought to myself, let me look up to see if this is safe first. And wouldn't you know it, this is not safe whatsoever. Apparently doing this can, like, constrict blood flow and, like, kill you. So I decided it's probably not a good idea for me to try. But in the interest of still seeing if I could pull this off, I came up with an idea that might just satisfy my curiosities. So you might be wondering how I plan on executing Operation Trash Bag without volunteering myself in the name of science. And you know what? That's a very fair question. The way I intend to do so is with Winslow the Easter Bunny here, and Michelle's helping me. She's going to be manning the vacuum. Let's see if this works. Here we are at ground zero of Operation Trash Bag, and I'd like to point out that Winslow the rabbit looks absolutely terrified for being an inanimate object. But you know what? His feelings don't matter because he can't actually get hurt. You ready to fire this thing up?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Well, mild success. Continuing on with things that have gone viral on Facebook in the last month, there have been these videos where people take things that are broken, like sinks or like a nick and a hole in a car door, and they fix it in the most unique way. Basically what they do is they just take a brick of ramen noodles, like slam it into whatever the hole is, smooth it out to fit the shape, and then like repolish and color it, and basically the whole shtick of it is they're fixing these things with ramen noodles. I'm not questioning whether it can be done. I've seen multiple videos of people doing it, so clearly it can be done. I just find it so genuinely interesting. I mean, really, in the last 6 years of my life, ramen noodles have saved me in a pinch plenty of times when I had nothing else to eat. It's very widely agreed, ramen noodles are the ultimate struggle meal. But it also turns out, instead of calling like a handyman or a mechanic, you can fix things DIY style with a brick of ramen noodles, and if that doesn't make them the ultimate soup food, I don't know what does. So, in the interest of science and just my own general curiosity, I thought, why not try and fix some things that are broken in my own life with ramen noodles? Alright, so I'm standing outside with a package of my favorite ramen noodles, and as a man of science, it occurred to me, if I want to try and do something I've never done before, I should start small. So just to be safe and start off with something non-consequential, I thought, why not start with this piece of wood? So every single ramen fixer video I've seen has done this, so I'm assuming it's kind of necessary, so I'm just going to violently hit it with the ramen noodles. I'm not really sure what effect this has, but it seems to be important. Alright, so I now have the whole pretty sufficiently covered in ramen noodles. The next thing that they seem to do in these videos is put on some sort of like clear super glue, but I don't have any clear super glue, so what I'm going to be using is some Elmer's wood glue that I found in the basement. I'm not really sure if the super glue thing really makes a difference, but well, you see. Alright, so the ramen is sufficiently, well, somewhat sufficiently covered in glue, and the next thing that the video showed to do is spread it around with a putty knife, but I couldn't find a putty knife, so I figured that this axe would do as a pretty good substitution. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and really smear the wood glue around. I'm not really sure how efficient it's going, but, you know, I did this in the video, so, you know, kind of trying to do as much authentic action as I can here. Now, this is our near final product. It's a little messy, but to be honest, I think it kind of works. You know, there's no longer a hole in here, so if you wanted to throw this on a fire, it would be good to go. There's only one last touch I want to add. Since we did fix it with ramen noodles, I thought that the chicken powder would make a nice addition to it, and if you did end up throwing this on a campfire, it would add a nice scent fragrance. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty proud with what we've done today. Now that I'm done fixing the log, I can just throw it back on the wood pile and move on with my life. So I don't know about you, but I consider that just an absolute success. So now that we've managed to fix something quite small in scale, I think, why not up the ante? If we can use ramen and make change on a small scale, why not use ramen noodles to try and fix things just a little bit bigger? Hey, Mom.
Hey, son. What's up?
Get back together with Dad, please.
No. Still no?
So I don't know if you could tell the joke I was making there, but you know, just casually trying to fix my parents' marriage with ramen noodles. Didn't work. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe for more of these. I've been posting pretty consistently lately, so that's pretty cool. Link to last week's video is going to be right here, and whatever video that YouTube decides is worthy is going to be right here. Go ahead and check both of those out if you have free time and have nothing to do. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.